What's up, guys? I'm Spidey, and that is
Kisame.
And you liked the other video, and I saw a lot of people comment down below that you wanted to see my top 10 most hated decks. So here it is.
Of 2015.
My top 10 most hated decks. If you also want to see other top 10s and lists of those such, like the video right now, 550 likes. The top 10 segment will continue. Also, if you commented and you like the video, you get a chance to win a pack of the most recent set.
Which
and the winner
will be
of
at the end of the video.
We announce the winner at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that.
So I know I'm gonna get yelled at, but I am.
You might not get yelled at because the fact that we're doing it of 2015, I'm basing my list off all the decks that I have faced within the past year.
It's understandable since it's based off the year.
Yeah, so I'm like, not even this year, it's like even recent last year, like last format of last year going on into this year. So starting with number 10. Dragon Rulers.
Okay.
Now,
why do you hate Dragon Rulers?
Well, even though they see, my thing is the fact that a lot of people will say right now, why would you hate Dragon Rulers? They're done. They're gone now. You don't have to worry about them. But I'm like, yeah, they just got hit. So like, wait, don't act like they haven't been around for like the past 2 years. And even when they first came out, like, you don't understand. Like, I was like, I felt like fucking Paul Revere, like with them and the baby dragon. There was a format with them and baby dragon form. Like, you don't understand. Like, when this deck was like, when these cards got announced and they hit Dev Pro and they hit the fucking internet, I was like fucking Paul Revere of like, the Dragon Rulers are coming, Like, you don't understand, like, this deck is like, out of every broken deck that's ever been, like, this is the most brokenest thing that's ever been, and the fact that it's dragons, and they can abuse the fact that the dragon cards are the strongest cards in the game, hands down. Doesn't matter what you say, who you talk to, what you believe in, who your religion is, who your god is, dragons are the best archetype, hand down. So, Dragon Rulers be able to abuse that. You can throw them in any deck. They're not abusing elements. You can throw them in any deck. The deck is good. You know how many decks I've thrown Dragon Rulers in just to be like, Dragon Rulers aren't that good. If you just throw them in a garbage deck. No, it elevates every deck it's in. It's like you put it in. It's like a fucking a memory foam mattress cover. You put it on top of it, your bed's automatically comfortable. You can be sleeping on rocks. You throw it on top of that, your deck is magical. And anybody who used that deck, I've hated that deck because it was too good for too long. That's it. It was too good for too long. I'm glad that it's gone. Okay. Fuck.
Okay.
Evil Swarms. Fuck them. If you play them, fuck you. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. Fucking they abuse Rabbit, and people are, No, I hated the fact that people were always, Evil Swarms are it. They were the most meta, anti-meta, whatever you want to call it, wannabe bullshit garbage knockoff of fucking Constellas. It was so much like, that deck fucking, all it is Ophion, and then the fucking one card combo, Ophion and Infestation.
Yeah.
And even though, like, it is a one fucking trick pony. Anybody who plays is a fucking brainless fucking piece of shit. A rock can play the deck. A slug, an animal. I can give that deck to my dog, and I'd probably lose if I go up against it. Light Swords. You play Light Swords. I've hated Light Swords since they came out. I've always hated Light Swords. I don't think, like, when people say it, it's like, I've been playing for a long time. People are like, well, it's not that bad. Do you understand the fact that Light Swords it's like, people are so fucking stupid because in fact, like you throw anything in Light Swords, like, let's say that you have a deck idea that's only probably like 5-10 cards. You'll just throw Light Swords in it because they mill everything else, so that way you'll get to your shit faster. Like, it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, then you mill the right shit, and I'll lose, oh no. It's like, I don't understand how anybody who plays Light Swords can consider that they have skill.
It's a luck-based deck.
That shouldn't be a deck, like, that shouldn't be a thing. JD shouldn't be a fucking card. There should not be a fucking 3000 level 8 dragon monster that can jump on the field because of a fucking condition. If I can't summon Valkyrion, the Magnet Warrior, without fucking circle jerking all the other Magnet Warriors and keeping them on the fucking field, you shouldn't be able to get a fucking 3000 level 8 dragon monster for nothing. Number 7, Volcanics. If you're playing Volcanics, I don't give a shit who or what you believe in. You need to go jump and play in the highway because fuck you. You're the dumbest motherfucker on the face of earth. Like, Volcanics are like the pure essence of net decking. It was like, it's one of those decks. No, I mean, I had is the pure essence of net decking because it was a popular deck based off one person and you can't really do anything else with the deck except play the deck the way it was made. But fucking Volcanics were like a deck. It was almost
a deck hopper deck.
Yeah, it's like those are like those obvious. It was like the same way I feel about that as almost how I feel with Evil Swans. Where it was like it was a deck that got a little shine because it was like, oh, here's this deck that's good up against these matchups, and people were like, oh, it's good against the. I'm gonna play like everybody's gonna do it. Now I'm gonna do Scatter Shot with the new fucking trap card, and I'm gonna do this move, and they're like, this is because this is a good like, and people like blindly believed in it. It was a deck that got like, oh, like somebody had a good matchup with it, and they went forward with it, and people just blindly believed in it. Nobody had enough fucking brains to call out that deck that it's fucking garbage. That, you know, anybody with a brain is playing 3 MSTs and any good card that you can just destroy that deck, that deck's not a good card. Because if you match that up with anything else, that deck is shit.
Thus, I know you're gonna get a little bit more out there because I know you fucking hate Madoches.
Yes, I hate Madoche. Madoche is probably one of the most unfairest no, I don't want to say it's unfair. It's probably one of the most annoying decks I've ever had the pleasure to face in my life. Because I'll never forget. You do this one guy and I had control of the field. He had no cards on the field, no cards in his hand. He fucking top deck a fucking, what is it, hoot cake, whatever, bitch.
Yeah.
Hoot, bitch. Fuck that, the Mufoy and hoot, like, no, you shouldn't be able to get off that many pluses from a top deck. I don't give a shit who you are, what you play. You shouldn't be able to do that. I don't give a fuck. That deck is the most annoying type deck. If you destroy, we go back to the deck and then we do all of it. Like, I never understood why that deck never really became like a tier 1 meta deck or even tier 2 in a sense. People always kind of look at it as tier 3 when they got the new support with Angeli and all that other shit. So I was expecting...
The deck got outshined and I'm like, how?
Yeah, it was one of those decks that I expect. I was like, I hate this deck. It's gonna get more popular. I'm coming, yo, bring it on, you motherfucker. And then it was like... tumbleweed. it was like nothing came, like it never came. That train never showed up. So as much as I hate the deck, I would have hated it more if more people would have played it, but it's going away. So moving on. Exodia.
I feel like that's very understandable. It's for obvious reasons.
It's the most useless deck in the world. It's the most useless deck in the world. An Exodia deck, it's like, the reason why I hate Exodia is I don't understand the thought process of why anybody would play the deck. Granted, I don't understand why anybody would play it in real life. I don't understand why anybody would play it online ranked. Because of the fact it's a deck, everybody knows what it is. Everybody knows what it does. Everybody knows it works. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. You're not fooling nobody. You're not... Like, I'll never understand. I doubt there's ever been anybody ever in real life who's gone to a tournament, somebody played Exodia, and however the duel came out, they never heard the phrase, good game. Like, no, there's no good game in that. Like, there's nothing to do. Like, who are you trying to impress? Who are you, like, winning against? Like,
Mom.
You get nothing. Like, no, I feel like fucking, no, Charlie Brown. You use an Exodia deck, you enter the game, you won one game, you lost the other 2, you do not get a fucking free card, you do not get a game mat, you get nothing, you lose, good day, get the fuck out of here. Like, that's how I feel about it. It's the most useless deck, the most brainless deck. Like, moving on. Number 4, Dark Roads. I know people probably expecting it to like be further up on the list, but I've hated Dark Roads ever since Greffa the fucking Heifer came out. If you don't know who Greffa the Heifer is, I need you to learn you something right now.
I'm gonna bring Dark Roads back.
I'm gonna slap the shit out you. Because
I'm not playing Archfiends no more.
I don't give a fuck. You act like I can't still spit on you. Like, you don't understand what the fuck is your problem. Are you mentally retarded or some shit? I hate Dark Roads because the fact of how
down
they can,
to the grave is such a good card.
They abuse their abilities with so many other cards in the game, and even like they've been touched a little bit, but they've never been touched enough for the fact.
They're so plain though. How are they gonna get hit?
Greffa is so like recyclable. It's like it's so
That hazy Avatar does the same
it's so
shit.
stingy and it's so fucking cheesy and dirty. I don't understand how anybody can play that deck and like you know who I imagine who plays those type of decks? Like rapists and child molesters. Like I only imagine like gross people play that deck because like I can only imagine a gross human being like, well, I want to look at your hand. Well, let me see your hand. Oh, you got no hand? Well, guess what? Dark Road Dealings. Draw a card, now discard it. Now I get an ability. Fuck your field. Like, I only imagine gross people playing that deck. Satella Knights. Hate it. I hate Satella Knights. I hate it. Like, even though in my last tirade that I went off again about them in a bandless banter video where I was making fun of them where all their abilities are like this fucking extremely gay person at a party that's like, I'm gonna bring my friend because all their abilities get to bring out each other, so they're always like, I'm gonna get my friend from the deck in my graveyard and I'm gonna come to the party and I'm gonna bring my friend on each other's shoulders and then you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna kick everybody out the party. That's what Trevor is.
Party's over.
Yeah, party's over. Like, that's the problem with Satella Knights is I try to relate them to Mermals and Atlanteans where they bounce off each other's effect. But Mermals and Atlanteans, you have to use them strategically in a way that's almost respectable. But with Satella Knights, there's nothing to respect because of the fact that they do the same move over and over. I don't respect decks that do the same move over and over and is that strong and that powerful and do the same shit over and over. Or I've summoned the one that brings from the graveyard, activate Call of the Haunted during your turn. So I get the extra summon in my turn, and guess who's coming to the party? Shrivel.
You know how you are? I actually started to kind of come to the realization of this. In my top 10 hated cards, I hate cards that don't let me do anything. You hate cards that are so like
repetitive.
Yeah.
I hate decks that are repetitive. I hate decks that do the same thing.
Satella Knights.
I hate decks that do the same shit. Burning Abyss. Hate Burning Abyss.
You're up to 3 already?
Number 2.
Oh, Burning Abyss number 2? Why?
Burning Abyss number 2.
Why?
I've never seen a deck that was so cheesy, so faggoty, and so good. But like when I say good, I don't mean like, you know, good in the sense where like, oh, it's respectably good. Like, no, I meant like competitively. Like, you know, most decks, they have a flaw. This deck didn't really have one. And I mean that in the sense of like
crush core, no things.
And then I'm looking at it from a point of view, I'm like, the fact that they had like fucking tour guys what made them like, oh my god. But their abilities, it's like they're a bunch of dandelions where it's like, when we all touch the graveyard, we get these effects that pop off. And it's the fact
under
that
any condition.
Yeah, that's the problem. There's too many ways to do that. And like it made the graveyard too valuable and then now the game doesn't have, you know,
macro or
all of
stuff
that,
like that.
all shit like that to help prevent against it. It's like it's unpreventable. And you're just trying to get by in life. It's like racism. That's what Burning Abyss is. They're racism. You know, I'm a black man trying to get by. I'm doing what I got.
I'm a gay man trying to get by.
And I'm just doing what I gotta do. I'm destroying your monsters. I'm getting rid of your field because I'm trying to win at life. But Burning Abyss, they're racism. They're systematic racism because they plus off of shit that you're not supposed to plus off of. Austin costs to the graveyard, and I get more attack points. I go to the graveyard, I move your monster. I go to the graveyard, I special summon. I go to the graveyard, I search. I go to the graveyard. Like, you don't plus off of lose. Like, you shouldn't. They're white people. That's what they.
Can I take a gander at what it is? Could it be, what deck did you? Is it Noble Knights?
No.
Is it Shaddoll?
No. I don't.
Well, Forts?
No, I don't have a problem with them. I don't have a problem with Quillforts, Necross. Because to me, those are just like best. Those are just the
best decks for now.
Yeah, for right now. Like, there's always a deck like that.
So then what is it? What deck do you hate so much?
Yosenju.
Those 3 cards that just...
Isn't it like 4 and then they got the Pendulum Monster?
Yeah.
They're the most faggoty cards I've ever been against my entire life.
I don't think...
Fight me like a man. Don't be a bitch. Don't you jump on the field and get some faggoty ass effect and then run away at the end of the turn so I can't touch you. Yo, I've never been... It's like some fucking guy that's just... Ha! Ha!
I rake the fuck out of that. You see how I am with Fiendish Chain? I'm like, no, you're sitting the fuck down.
Yes,
and
it's like
like,
strapping shit. The fact that like, cause what I thought like those cards would have been great and I would have been respectable. Cause they have the similar,
like spirit monsters.
They have effects similar to spirit monsters. But if you'd have just threw them in spirit deck, I'd have been like, oh, that's great. They're giving old deck some really great support, some really great monsters that go with this type.
You know what they remind me of? They remind me of spirits, and they remind me of like the Thunder family. Because it's like they're a family of cards that like these one summons another, which summons another. It's like they come on the field.
All that additional summoning bullshit is garbage. You should not.
That's why I feel like they remind me of the Thunder family, but they remind me also of spirit monsters because they jump back.
They're spirit monsters with like fucking what's that fucking card? Ultimate Offering.
And it's funny because spirit monsters are fucking shit. Nobody plays them because of that backlash. They're like, well, spirit monsters are so bad because they go back to the hand, but they go back to the hand, but they're good.
They're not that good. They're faggoty. They get these stupid effects and fucking, oh, I get to do this. I get to pop a monster back to your hand. It's like, you know what?
I like spirits personally.
I don't like.
I like Nikitama and Artama. I like
my
them.
thing is that they haven't.
Yamano.
You know what? One thing that really bothered me about them is the fact that they go back to the hand and there's not enough fucking card effects in the game for that yet. There's so many ways to get rid of monsters. No, I meant to say like there's so many ways to get rid of monsters and they're making new monsters that are unaffected and they say like, oh, this card can't be destroyed, this card can't be banished, this card can't be this. They don't have this card can't be returned to the hand yet. They don't have those type of effects. They're not out yet. Like I don't understand how you can
force back.
You can't get
the trap
around
card force back. Like, oh, you play a normal something, bounce it back to your fucking hand.
But we don't have enough like prevention of that in the game yet. So it's like those are the type of
imagine Mind Crush would fuck that up. Right?
Yes.
So I don't know what's in your hand, bitch.
Yeah, but you can only declare one card.
I know.
I'm basically done. You kind of took some of my wind and steam out of them. I hate that deck. If you play that deck, you're a fucking faggot. I don't give a shit who you are. You could be President Obama teaching his little girls how to play the game and, oh, I'm going to try to send you. You're a faggot. I don't give a shit. Done. I'm done. 550 likes. You want to see top 10 list continues. Comment down below all of your opinions.
And I feel like we've done 2 hateds in a row. So I feel like maybe next time we're gonna do a top 10 favorite of something. We might do top 10 favorite spells and traps because that's something we haven't done yet. So maybe we'll do that.
My thing is that you would normally think.
I play a lot of trap cards, so I'm never afraid of them.
I guess my thing is that you would. Your most hated decks, and you would figure a hated deck is a deck that you always lose against. These aren't decks that I lose. These are just decks I hate facing because of their playstyle. 500 likes, you'll see more.
The winner of the last video is right here.
If you see nothing, that means no. The last video didn't get enough likes. If you want to win a chance to win a free pack, like the video, comment down below your opinions or thoughts and other shits like that. Subscribe to the channel, buttons right here, down there.
We are trying to get more subscribers. We're trying to become more well-known YouTubers. If you enjoyed this video and you hated hearing on, and if you're deeply offended,
those decks that I talked about,
fuck you.
Yeah, Go play in traffic. I don't care.
So comment below your top 10 hated cards and decks that you hate. No, I don't.